Good afternoon from the Two Happy Children Farm. I'm out in my Special Olympics cornfield. I think we all have these on our farm somewhere. When I got to start farming this farm, this field had low organic matter. It only had 4 parts per million phosphorus, and it seems to slope both ways, so things don't stay on the ground. I'm looking over here, and I got some unexplained nutrient deficiencies here. To me, it looks like it ran away after it got applied. These are nitrogen firing big time. Unless I'm that bad of an operator and skipped it, which I don't think I did. I was doing a pretty good job. But if you do count the rows, it's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows wide. I don't know why. Don't know why. So that's yellowing. So I'm over in this other area, just a couple rows over, and I've saved this grid point on GPS so I can come back and soil sample and all this other stuff. Last year this part of the field was 100 bushel corn, and I've made some modest improvements. Went to variable rate seeding, so I brought this down to 25,000 per acre, and I was doing 30 my first 2 years. And then I did variable rate nitrogen, so about 160 pounds actual on this part of the field. So I'm not banging it out trying to go for over 200 bushels on this field. I'm trying to go for the best possible. And knowing it's low on phosphorus, we've been kind of trying to build that up. So here's an ear, getting the shade here, that's showing some of the signs of starting pollination without rain for 21 days, and then taking another 7 days after pollination start before we got a rain. So this is one of the first few ears I've seen that is showing some pollination issues. Kind of expecting that on the area that's having trouble feeding the crop, given the fertilizer I put on it. It just has trouble getting it into the crop. So this is what some of the ears would look like. They're not bad. I think it's going to add up to about 120 bushel crop in this field, so that'd be great. It's a 20% improvement over last year on a lot less inputs. And this is the kind of the marker for the farm. If this part is improving, given the other management stuff I did with the rest of the farm, we should see improvement there as well. So here's another ear that showed some stress during pollination. Stalks look good and healthy. Plenty of residue on the ground still. 3rd year no-till. And the plants here are short. They're about head high, which is interesting. You can see the leaves are kind of shredded. We've had a lot of wind, but they're still holding good color, nice and green. This isn't going to be 12-foot tall corn for sure. And I'll probably be glad to get through this field with a 120 bushel yield. Next year I'm planning to start doing cover crops here. You can just look at the residue. You can see the water's moved it. So I kind of get the feeling when I'm putting out my potash and DAP. If there's nothing growing on the ground, on this field it's sloped in two directions. That potash and DAP is not staying where I put it. And that accounts for part of the reason these plants are low performing. Whatever was left is what they're using. So looks like next year we'll be again doing a lower planting population. Probably put 140 units in out again. And just slowly build up this field from hopefully 120 bushel this year. And maybe next year it'd be 130. You can't just get it all in one year. Looking at the ear height, it's also shorter in this field. But if the ear height is an indicator of emergence, it looks like these guys emerged fairly uniformly. That's an update to Happy Sugar Farm and explaining a little bit about my problem field and what I can do to move forward with it. Thank you.